Hello, I would like to share with you my story of living with and then ridding myself of the diseases Crohn's and colitis. My name is Richard Verkley, and these videos chronicle my journey to ultimately beat and heal myself of these very diseases. My wish now is to help you or others that suffer from these diseases by letting you know there are ways to heal this disease without surgery or medicine that in the end will not only rid you of these diseases, but improve your overall health tremendously. So thank you for watching. Okay, bit of an interesting topic today. I was talking to a good friend of mine, happens to be a corporate attorney, and he knows what I've been doing. In fact, he's been with me for about 10 years, and he had a question for me, and he said, what are you going to do when you let all of this information out and people start commenting negatively and saying you're doing this for different reasons than you're actually doing it for, the impact that it's going to have on your family. And he was just really questioning me in terms of was I really prepared to have these messages, which are already hitting the internet, all over the internet. And really, I've certainly thought about it. I've sat down, I've spoke to my family, I spoke to my wife. They all know what I'm doing, and they've certainly seen some of the videos even before they went up. But of course, there's always going to be somebody who doesn't want to hear the message, or the message offends them in some way or the other. But should we stop attempting to help others because somebody might find something negative in what is essentially a positive message? And I've really decided at this point in my life, and as all of you know who've been watching my videos, I'm being pretty candid, not only about the disease but my life, because I think your life is part and parcel of that disease, and sort of the things that go on that help I guess drive the diseases, and aside from what it is we eat and consume and all of the things that we do in our lives, the pressure in your life is one of the significant factors in terms of overcoming a disease. So I think it was important that I actually talk about those things and the struggles I'm having along the way, because if I do get set back, it's probably not because of what I was eating. It may be because of the stress. It may be because of other factors, and I just want to be upfront and candid about that. I don't know where the eventual outcome of this whole thing goes. And we're at day I think it's 162 or 163, and I'm still Crohn's colitis free. I'm still feeling good and healthy. I mean, I'm tired, as I discussed in the last video, but in the end, I'm still winning, and I'm still moving forward. And people ask me about how long am I going to be on this diet. I'm not on a diet. I says, in fact, if I was on a diet, I'd be feeling pressure. I says, I'm just after health. I just want to be healthy. I just want to maintain this level of health. I want to be able to do what I'm doing. And right now I'm able to play with my kids, spend time with my family, socialize, things I never had the energy left to do until recently, where I started pushing myself too hard, and I've been throttling back on that, and entrusting people in my organization to pick up the ball and carry some of that, on their own, and they're doing it just like they always do. If you let people, extend and stretch and grow, that they'll certainly do it. So, all those things are working out. But in the end, I guess, if you're going to do some these sorts of things, and I mean, you're definitely going to be criticized for what you do. If you go on a water fast, people will think you're insane. If you switch diets radically to prevent your disease from growing, they'll also think you're insane. And I have a video, a link that I'm going to be putting out. I don't know if it's on this page or somewhere on my website, but it's a tremendous 20-minute video from a top doctor as he explains cancer and how and what they've been doing in order to choke off the blood flow to the cancer, and the chemicals and the drugs that they've created in order to do this. And what's very interesting about this video, as it goes on, they've identified these chemicals that actually stop the blood vessels from growing to the cancer, or basically shutting off the blood flow to the cancer. But he discovered that even though they could make a difference, it took too long. And by the time they got a cancer patient, they were too far along. So he wanted to decide how to get there sooner, which led him to diet. And amazingly enough, and you're going to see this in the video, he discovers that all of these different foods and all these combinations of foods actually do exactly what the chemical or the drugs they have created in order to shut off the blood flow to the cancer. And of course, this all has to do with our overall health. But I think you're just going to find this tremendously interesting, and I found it to just absolutely be the scientific answer to what I already believe, except now somebody has gone and measured this. Now, how he found the money to do this without the backing of a drug company, because quite frankly, this flies in the face of the drugs that he helped develop, and this is a way around taking those drugs. So you're not going to see this on mainstream television, and Kraft is not going to sponsor it through their processed food division, because you're going to find out from him that some of the most important drugs in order to prevent the spread of cancer is going to be called foods, and pure foods, and organic foods, and they're going to be green, and they're going to be garlic, and there's going to be kale, and there's going to be all of these things we've been talking about having to eat in order to be healthy. Really, it's now looking like it's it's equivalent to taking cancer drugs to prevent the growth and spread of cancer. So I find this extremely encouraging. I can't wait to put this link out for everyone to see. Anyways, to end on a pretty cheery note here today, we're all on the right path. Let's stick to eating right, and let's help our family members, and let's make a difference out there. And I know we're actually a pretty large group now, and it's been growing considerably. Every time I release a video, more and more people are joining us. So thank you all, and we hope to be talking to you real soon. Thanks. Thank you for watching my video. If you found this helpful or informative, please come to my website at www.colitisandcrohnsdisease.com, where you will also receive a free gift. Thank you.